Hello, my dear friends. I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the 4 mistakes that can prevent you from getting O-1 visa. At the end of this video, you will be able to learn how to get a free evaluation of your case on O-1 visa. Let's go. You guys know that my company has over 70 people working, and each case is led by 5 to 10 people, and we have the approval rate for O-1 visa 99.9. Actually, we have only 1 denial in the entire history for O-1 visa, and we filed many of those petitions. So let's talk about the mistakes that may happen. Mistake number 1. You don't have an employer in the US as defined by the immigration laws. What's the employer under the definition of O-1 visa? That may take different forms. For example, it could be a company in the United States of America that wants you to work for them. It could be an agency that wants to hire you to resell your services to other projects, to other companies. That could be even one person called an agent who is gonna do the same thing as an agency would do. It even could be a group of people that's not incorporated, that doesn't have LLC or corporation, but they are working on some project and they want to get you to help them doing that. Or it also could be your own company that will play a role of employer, but you need to make sure that you organize that company properly and you do the proper corporate work done. You have to have one of those in order to successfully file for O-1 visa. Mistake number 2, your criteria does not have national recognition. In other words, your achievements and your recognitions apply only locally, like in your city, in your region, but not in your entire country. Let's say, for example, you are from Great Britain and you live in London and you participate in an event where you win the main prize, but that event only for London and is not recognized in the rest of Great Britain. So yes, you have an award and it sounds like it's good, it's in London, but that award can be deemed local and may not be accepted. The same goes to judging the work of others, the same goes to associations, to your role, to your critical role, to your contribution to the field, to your publications, a press, and everything that has to do with the criteria of O-1 visa. So make sure that your talent, your achievements, and the way you express it is through the criteria of O-1 visa has at least national recognition. Of course, it's not as elevated as EB-1A, where you have to have really heavyweight, solid recognition, solid awards, really good press, great publications, you get paid a lot and things like that. O-1 is much easier. It's a light version of EB-1A, but still, we have to show something that has to do with the entire country. Basically, your recognition and achievements. Mistake number 3, your recognition are not described properly. Okay? It's not enough to show to the immigration officer, hey, I have this award, hey, I have these publications, hey, I have these articles. It's not enough. You need to prove that your achievements have national recognition. How you do that? Well, by means of letters, by means of press, by expert opinions, by recommendation letters. It's a work that entails description of your case. And of course, if you work with a licensed attorney, you will not have to describe your case because the attorney will describe your case in a document called memorandum. My memorandums could be up to 200 pages, so this is a solid piece of work that I do at the end of the case when we get all the documents from you. So this is the evidentiary base, and based on the evidence that we collected from you and applying the current laws and precedents to your case, I write a memorandum where I actually explain to the immigration officer that, hey, we satisfy these criteria because of X, Y, Z, because there is this case decided in this court. That's what happened there. It's similar what happened with us. And this is the current policy of the USCIS and blah, 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 blah. Making sure that we touch on all points in the law. I think the inappropriate or the wrong description of the case is one of the biggest problems even with some attorneys. Make sure when you hire the attorney, that attorney is specializing in O-1 visa or EB-1A visas or general and talent visas, so he or she could have a lot of experience and knowledge how to properly describe your case. Stanislav, can I file the petition myself without an attorney and try to describe all my achievements and my recognition? It is possible, but I think that your chances of approval are very, very low just because you don't know how to do it exactly. I've seen the O-1s and even EB-1As and EB-2 national interest waiver visas approved that didn't have any attorney, but this is once in a blue moon, okay? So make sure you hire the right specialist for you. And mistake number 4, and it's kind of not necessarily a mistake, but something you may miss, but you don't want to miss that. And that's the media, the press about you. I think press and media is one of the best criteria that you may use to prove your talent and one of the best tools to show that other criteria are also satisfied. Press is very important. If you file O-1 visa, make sure that you have at least 2 articles about you or your projects or your talent, okay? At least 2, better 3 or 4, but 2 is the minimum. Why? Because when you have good press, that really impresses the immigration officer. When he sees that a big newspaper in your country or in the US writes about you, this is a good sign for the officer. This is really easy to have that criterion going. You don't have to be a Nobel Prize winner to get a journalist to write an article about you or your project. So make sure whatever your talent is, IT, engineering, business, beauty industry, movies, TV, whatever your talent is, make sure you have press about you. And in that article, it could be offline, most likely it's going to be online. There is author, the journalist, there is a date, and there is the title of that article. Very, very important. So let's summarize the press about you. At least 2. They have to be published in a large media or professional media, okay? The professional media is for the professionals in your industry. It has to have title, it has to have author, it has to have the date, and it has to be about you or your projects. Make sure you have press in your petition because this is gonna help you a lot and this is really easy to do. Alright guys, if you like this video, smash the like button, follow my YouTube. And if you think that you qualify for O-1 visa or you want to get a free evaluation of your case from the licensed attorney, you can get that by easily doing this. Go in the description of this video, find the link that's gonna say a free evaluation of your case. Click on it and answer all the questions that I prepared for you, and I will give you a free analysis of your case within 48 hours. And if I think that your case is good enough, I will invite you to the immigration planning where I will build a strategy of filing your petition. Please comment this video, ask me the questions, and follow me in my TikTok and my Instagram. The links are below. I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.